Episode 96. Where are you? Serena's moan made Jake lose his mind. He tightened his arm around her and sucked her lips hard. Soon, Serena breathed heavily and whispered, "Don't."
"Who am I?"
Jake asked in a low voice. Serena looked confused. Seeing that she was not responding, Jake forced her to look at him, asking again,
"Who am I?"
Serena looked at him blankly, thought for a moment, and then called in a sweet voice, "My darling."
"Who is your darling?"
"You are."
"And who am I?"
"Jake, Her nipple taken into his mouth. Serena held Jake's arm and whimpered,
"Relax."
"Don't kiss me there. It tickles."
"How about here?"
"No."
"Here?"
At some point, Serena was topless, still not knowing what was going on. However, Jake suddenly thought of something. She was still bleeding. Serena noticed the man had stopped and grunted. Jake moved away, wanted to get up, but found his waist tied.
"You were such a tease."
Jake returned and parted her legs again. "Did you do that on purpose?" Serena chuckled as if she was responding to his question. Jake's eyes became dark. However, he could not stay any longer. Otherwise, he might do something unwise. Exhaling deeply, Jake tried to move away again. However, this time, Serena grabbed his collar. Staring at his erection popping out of the underwear, she blinked. Then she reached out a hand and gave it a squeeze. Stiff, as if she was about to fall to the bed and go too. Jake caught her hand and gritted his teeth.
"You're too naughty."
She stared, her eyes wide, watching him undressing himself and asking, "What are you doing?"
"Taking my clothes off."
"Why are you—"
"You take care of what you have started. Open your mouth."
"No, Jake caught her, his voice full of temptation. Gazing at her pouty lips, he persuaded,
"Be a good girl. Open your mouth."
When Serena woke up, it was in the morning. Mysteriously, she felt incredibly sore in her cheeks. Rubbing her face, Serena then felt a soreness in her neck as well. Looking around, she did not see Jake. Looking down, her red gown was changed into pajamas. For sure, Jake had helped her change. However, why was her face sore? She got out of bed and walked to the bathroom. The door of the bathroom suddenly opened. Jake was still dripping water, clearly just out of the shower. Seeing Serena's obviously sober look, Jake narrowed his eyes. She looked at him and blinked. "Morning."
"It's 10 o'clock.
"So late?"
"Yes. Get ready for breakfast."
"Okay." Her obedience reminded him of her servitude last night. His throat tightened as the flame burned up again. She noticed nothing, rubbing her face and walking in the bathroom. It took Serena half an hour to get ready. At that time, Serena's face was still sore. At breakfast, Grandpa shook his head.
"What happened to your face? You keep rubbing it."
Serena looked confused. "I have no idea. I woke up and it felt sore." Jake looked calm as always, cutting the sausage in his plate. He put a sausage into Serena's plate and said quietly,
Try this."
She nodded. Grandpa saw that and suddenly thought of something, coughing heavily. Jake looked up and passed a napkin to him.
"Don't read too much into things. It's not good for your health."
Serena looked puzzled, glancing at Henrik and then his calm grandson, obviously not knowing what had happened. Henrik took the napkin and wiped his mouth. Blushing a little, he let out a sigh.
"Can't follow up with the youth."
Serena was confused. What happened? Jake had a fleeting smile in his eyes as he said,
"Nothing. Enjoy the sausage."
"Okay." After breakfast, the three of them left for the airport. It was the last day of the national holiday. After getting off the plane, it was past 8 p.m. in Austin. After parting ways with Grandpa, Jake took Serena back to his house. Nanny Harper knew that they were coming back and had cooked dinner for them. When they were finished, she then went home. Following the holiday, both Serena and Jake were incredibly busy. Jake was busy about work, while Serena... Well, Serena, your dress is so pretty. It must be some big brand? You've never worn this before. I can't even tell what brand it is. Of course. Serena is always low-key and insists on buying garments without logos. If Mr. Robinson did not show up on campus to protect her, we would not have any idea that she was Mrs. Robinson. You should really be less humble, Serena, so that we can avoid making that kind of mistake. Serena glanced at her female classmates who used to ignore her. Were they trying to kiss her ass? She was not used to it yet. Hearing the girls, Serena looked at the dress she was wearing and said, "My husband bought it. I have no idea what brand it is." When she came back home from vacation, she found her closet stocked with new clothes, all quite exquisite. However, there was no way to tell what brand they were. She was told they were the latest designs of an Italian designer for his next 2 seasons. Jake bought them all. Jealousy showed up on the girl's face. "Your husband is so good to you. I had no idea that Mr. Robinson could be so romantic, given how cold he looks. Before he got married, many people said he might be gay. Now it's clear the rumors are nonsense. That's right, and he's throwing a huge party for you. I'm sure it has cost a lot." Serena sneered inwardly, amazed at how long it took them to get to the point. Although Jake was throwing a party just for her to meet the public, the party was so important that everyone wanted to be invited. Seeing Serena was silent, some hasty girls said again, "Serena, I heard that a lot of gorgeous people are going to be invited to your party. I also want to be a part of it. Can I?" "And me. I heard many business moguls would be invited. We're classmates, so you will not turn me down, right?" "Me!" In the classroom, Serena was circled by dozens of girls in the middle. She had remained silent until the bell rang. Then she said, "The professor's here." All the girls looked embarrassed. Such obvious rejection made them feel awkward. Since the professor was really there, they had to go back to their seats. After they sat down, they all grumbled. "What is she without Mr. Jake? Showing off like this?" Serena heard that and scoffed inwardly. These were the same people who played a part in spreading the rumors about her being a mistress. Now that Serena was someone important, they wanted to use her. She pretended not to have heard anything and focused on the class. When the class was over, she maintained a cold face, which warded off those who wanted to rush over. She did not ask Marcus to pick her up today, so she walked out of the campus slowly. Seeing a taxi just having its vacant sign lighting up, Serena smiled and thought, "Great luck." Waiting for the passenger to get out, Serena stood still. However, a middle-aged woman dressed in expensive clothes rushed out of the car and grabbed Serena's hair. The attack came so sudden that Serena was caught off guard. She tried to dodge, but her hair was already in the woman's hand.
Damn it, you fucking whore! Sleeping with my husband!
The woman was very loud, attracting a lot of attention at the crowded campus gate.